Good morning. How's everyone doing? It's Tuesday. I spent all weekend just trying to battle off this cold virus. I didn't actually get a cold or a cough. I just felt exhausted for the whole weekend. Um, yeah, and so even yesterday I was feeling really exhausted, and today I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So I thought it was about time to get back on the camera and keep things going. Um, there's not really much happening this week, to be honest. It's a pretty quiet week. I'm just getting down and working, so I'm not really sure how interesting this is going to be. I've been trying to plan some more videos. It's not like this is a really easy thing to do, is it? It's creating content. I mean, you can't just chat to a camera the whole time, and I guess it's just going to take me a while to find my feet with it. So my yoga for surf skaters first video went live. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that one, and I'm really excited to do a couple more videos or practices themed around that kind of topic. So I think the last one was hips and I know the last one was focusing on the hips, strength, mobility, and flexibility. And I think it was longer than I intended it to be. I'd like them to be a little bit more shorter and concise, so it's just a bit easier to fit into your day. I think the next one I'm going to do is going to be focusing on balance and movement. So I'm going to get that one done, and then I also want to do one that incorporates twists as well to kind of help with that rotating movement, because we all need flexibility of the spine. So yeah, so I just need to get those two done. And then in terms of other videos and things that I'd like to offer, I think I'm thinking of doing a sit down video where I talk about my experience as a yoga teacher, how I found it, the difficulties that I've had, and also the kind of luck that I've had as well. Look, it's a mixture of everything, and everyone's got different journeys, but I know when I started, I was looking out for videos where people shared their experience so I could get a little bit more insight of what to expect, even though I know that obviously it's different for everyone. But yeah, I thought that might be a nice thing to share, so I'm probably going to try and film that as well in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully those are things that you're interested in. And if you're not, if there's something else that I can offer you, then please let me know. Please just let me know in the comments. And yeah, and I'll see what I can do. But other than that, what am I doing today? I've got two classes today. I've got one private client, so I'm gonna do a bit of planning of what I'm gonna share with her today. Also, it will depend on how she feels. With some clients, they have different needs. Everyone has different needs. This particular client, I don't know how she's going to be feeling today in her body. So I will, yeah, I'll go with a kind of set plan, and then I will obviously adjust according to how she's feeling. Then we just take it from there. And then I'm teaching my Embody Gen class at the studio tonight, one of my favorites. So yeah, I'll be planning that later, and I feel like that's the sort of class that I can never really pre-plan. I always leave it till the day because it's very, I don't know, I guide in a very intuitive way, and it really depends on how I'm feeling and what I'm tuning into in this kind of specific moment. Quite often, if I try to plan that kind of class too early, then I might be feeling something completely different when it comes around to actually sharing or guiding the practice, and then it just doesn't feel very authentic, or I feel like I can't share it from an authentic place, which is just it's how I am. So everyone's different, but for this particular practice, I think that is really important. So yeah, so we'll plan that a bit later on. Usually make a playlist. Sometimes the playlist is completely new, sometimes I take an old one and rework it and rejig it a little bit. But yeah, that's how I'm going to be spending my day today. And apart from that, just going around the house and tidying up because it's an absolute mess. I don't know, is it interesting to watch me tidying the house? Maybe maybe I'm going to take this down now and like do a little time lapse. I dare to show you my horrendous little small messy kitchen, but it should be nice and clean by the end. So yeah, we'll see. Tidying the kitchen, so at least I feel like I've done something, I don't know, productive. That doesn't feel productive. I hate cleaning. It's just something you have to do every day, isn't it? And it's just, yeah, it's boring and it's a thankless task, especially when you're a mother and wife. But anyway, I'm gonna sit down and have a cup of tea now, have something to eat, and yeah, then get on with the rest of my day. Okay, so it's Friday today. I feel like, yeah, this week's felt like quite an unsuccessful vlogging week, let's put it that way. So I did a bit of filming. I started off the week, even though I sort of wasn't really feeling into it. I was like, I'm still going to go ahead with this, and because it's something I've decided that I'm going to stick to and that I'm going to do, and I feel like the only way I'm going to get better at it is by doing it, right? So you've already seen like the clips, and I think the last bit I filmed was us going for a walk with the dog through the woods and stuff in the fields where we live. So yeah, so there's that. Yesterday I did nothing. Thursday is always like a busy day of teaching, and I just felt so exhausted. Like, to be fair, my energy this week has just felt really low. Yeah, I guess it's something that I struggle with. I don't know if it's my age. I mean, I'm 44 now, so I don't have the same energy that I used to have when I was younger. It's just like, that's what happens. I try to look after myself. I don't, I'm not very, yeah, I don't think I'm very good at looking after myself, to be honest, as in terms of sort of making sure I eat healthily all the time. And I think that's a big one for me, as I try to eat vegan most of the time. I'm not perfect at it, I'm not gonna lie. I might have some dairy every now and again. I don't eat any meat. I don't know, maybe that's the issue. But anyway, yeah, I've just felt really low energy this week. I'm gonna put it down to maybe like hormones as well, but I felt quite low, and I can feel myself even today. I want to, yeah, basically I don't want to give up. I still want to do this. I still want to put something out there, even if it's crap, which this probably is going to be crap. But you know, I do also think that I'm proud of myself for just sort of sticking with it and for doing it anyway and not worrying about the outcome. I also think, you know, this time of year, and I'm so guilty of this, I say to myself, I'm not going to make any New Year's resolutions. Any time in the year is a good time to make a resolution, to be like, okay, I'm going to do, or to set a goal. You can start a goal, you can set a goal anytime. I don't believe that you can only do it at certain times. I don't believe that you can only do it at the time of the beginning of a new moon cycle, all that stuff. Yes, they can be powerful tools to kind of help you set intentions, but I think any time is a good time. Like the present time is a good time to do something and to make a change, not to make excuses. So yeah, I can feel myself already starting to beat myself up, feeling like I'm failing or I haven't done well enough, and we're not even halfway through January yet. I mean, I was talking to my husband this morning, and we were saying how like it feels like we've already been through a whole month of January already, and it hasn't even been 2 weeks yet. So yeah, I think sometimes we just need to give ourselves a bit of grace and just stop and look at the bigger picture. I know that when I start something, I have all this enthusiasm, and I want to go, and I get my head buried into something, and I love it when I'm in that state of flow. And then I sort of, there's part of me that wants to keep that going, and it's just not possible. And then I beat myself up when I can't sort of keep that kind of momentum going. I think sometimes, I guess, we all have to just accept that there's going to be down times, yin times and yang times, and that's okay. And look, as far as this goes, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to find out what schedule works for me. My schedule is so all over the place. You know, sometimes I'm teaching a lot, covering classes. Other times not so much. I have a bit more downtime. You know, I'm also a mum, so I have other responsibilities. I do often wonder, you know, if my time is fully my own, what could I achieve? But I'm not in that stage of life at the moment. So I just try and do the best with what I can. And that's it. I think that's all any of us can do, is just do our best. Don't give up too easily. It's weird. There would have been a time when I totally would have given up right now. And I would have told myself that I'm rubbish, I can't do this, it's going to be a waste of time. And those sort of thoughts still creep into my head. But now I also have that strength to be like, no, you can do this. Don't give up. Keep trying. Keep learning. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay not to be perfect. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone else but yourself. You know, it's great to be inspired by other people. I think there's nothing wrong with being inspired. Gosh, I'm inspired by so many people out there. And I guess that's what keeps me motivated. But I think we have to be careful not to compare ourselves. And that's probably the pitfall and the trap that a lot of us fall into. We want to be at the same level as someone else who's probably been doing the thing for like, I don't know, 2 years, 10 years, whatever it is. I know I do that all the time. I sort of start comparing myself, and I'm like, okay, Sam, this person has been doing what you're trying to do so much longer. And so, yeah, you know, everything takes time. And so, I don't know, I don't really know what else I have to say. I don't want to, like I said before, I don't think I could pretend to be anyone else other than myself, or I couldn't pretend to express a certain emotion other than how I'm feeling right now. So yeah, I've been, I had a little cry this morning, and yeah, I just felt a bit fed up, like I have no energy, or I just feel drained. But I feel like next week's going to be a good week. And this week has not been a bad week. Like I said, I've done my best with with how I'm feeling. And next week is another week. And so I'm just going to keep trying. I'm hoping to do a bit more, to do a few more recordings for recordings. I'm hoping to do more recordings of yoga practices. That's it. That was the word. That's where we were going. Yeah, I'm hoping to record some more yoga practices to put on here. And again, that's another thing I'm learning. Learning to speak to the camera. It just feels so awkward. I do think I'm someone who I bounce off other people, and I like to have that interaction with people. If someone asks me a question or wants to know about something, then I'm like, yeah, I can tell you about this, I can tell you what I think. But just speaking, kind of speaking to myself, it seems trickier for some reason. So I'm going to say, anyone watching this, and I guess I'll just keep putting it out there, if you have any questions, or there's something I've said and you want to know more, I mean, not that I've said anything groundbreaking or super interesting, but if you've got any questions or any comments, please do put them in the comment section below so that we can have a conversation, because I think after all, that's why I'm here. I'm curious to know, or to see how I can connect with more people through this platform. And I've tried it through Instagram. Instagram again is a whole other beast, and yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, let's just start conversations. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, I don't know where this is gonna go, but I'm also here to just keep learning, expanding, growing, all that kind of stuff. And although at the moment I think like it just feels like it's boring. I'm not doing anything exciting. I'm completely skinned after Christmas. There's not much going on. Yeah, I guess I'm also trying to figure out what's the best way to film all this stuff, because at the moment I'm doing it on my really old Samsung phone, which, let's be honest, the quality is quite rubbish. But I don't know, I don't have another camera. And to be honest, I don't want to spend loads of money on a camera if I'm not going to stick with this. So I could buy a cheap one, but I'm not one for buying cheap things just to see. I quite like, if I'm sort of like, I'm in. So if you buy a cheap one and it's not that good, and then you want to carry on, then you're still going to have to spend money on a better one. That's always my theory. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just still trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. But for anyone who watches, who's managed to make it all the way to the end of my video, I can't imagine it's been that many people. If you did get to the end, yeah, do leave a comment and say hi, and we'll just keep going and seeing where it takes us. Maybe it's going to be interesting for me to come back, however, if I manage to do this for a year, to come back to the beginning and be like, wow, and see how I've grown and see how I've changed. And I'm hoping that, also by doing this, maybe I can inspire some other people just to give things a go. Like, if there's something that you've been thinking of doing that you want to try it, just do it. Don't let other people put you off. Don't let other people's opinions put you off. I mean, we only have one life, right? When it's gone, it's gone. So do the things that that fill you up, that you enjoy doing. I know I've just been speaking about how I've kind of had to force myself to do this a bit this week, but I do enjoy it, and that process of creating something or making something or learning something, for me, that's really, really enjoyable. And I guess that's another reason why I'm doing it. Yeah, to learn a new skill and to connect with other people. So yeah, so what I'm saying is, just don't give up, and you'll know it. If there's something in your heart that you really, really want to do and that you've been thinking about for a while, most likely that's a sign that you should do it. And things, life isn't easy. It's definitely not easy, and I do believe that we're all tested sometimes just to see, it's like, is this what you really want? Let me throw you some curveballs, and if you keep hitting those curveballs back and you keep going, then most likely it means that you have to do it because it's just in you. It's in you to do that thing. But anyway, I think I've talked for long enough now. We'll see how I'm gonna edit this down. I really don't know. Am I gonna edit it at all? Am I not? Will it look weird? I see a lot of people do that, and they cut out all the little, probably the spaces and the gaps in between what they're saying, move things around, probably take out some ums, of which I'm sure there'll be lots here. There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here and see what next week brings. But thank you for watching, and if you feel called to give me a like, that would make my day, and if you feel called to subscribe, that would also make my day. All right, thank you so much. Take care. Bye.